Once again, you already know what it is, and you already know where you have reached the number one, absolutely number one collaborative professional wrestling podcast in the world today. Notice I didn't say in the professional wrestling world, I said in the world, as in on this planet. You're talking about the one and only Conrad Cushman representing everything pro wrestling. You're talking about the hooded wonder by the name of Sean Hubbard, swag anointed as always, representing Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. And collectively, he and I are what we like to call Clash of the Podcast, and what our good friend Quilly likes to call Clash of the By God Podcast, man. We're on time. We're fired up. Listen, make sure a little programming note. Tonight is our 2025 prediction show. If you're thinking to yourself, I got to write these down. I got to make sure I hold Conrad accountable. Got to make sure I hold Sean accountable. Never fear. I put a link into the description, into the chat. And it's a link to hwweekly.com where all of our predictions are listed for your viewing convenience. So you don't have to write anything down. Just go to hwweekly.com. You'll see every prediction that we're going to talk about tonight. So you will be able to hold us accountable. And we want to be held accountable. We want you guys to remember a year from now when we're on a major network and we're like, remember when you guys were just on YouTube and you said that Jey Uso was going to win every major championship in all of professional wrestling? Remember when he said that? Yeah, I want you to remember. So with that being said, all jokes aside, we're very happy to be here with you. Rest in peace to one of my heroes in professional sports journalism, Greg Gumbel. And, we're just going to keep this energy on a very high note. So with that being said, on behalf of Conrad, I'm Sean. We're here to entertain and give you a good time on a Monday night. Conrad, my brother, drop that thing.
Welcome, everyone. Also wanted to make it known, you guys are all more than welcome to go over to our shops. I'm over on TeePublic. You guys can put in EPW. Go over there, get yourself some. If you like Wolfpack, NWO shirts, we got those. We got the black and white. We got them all. Sean's over on Threadless. Sean's crushing it. Sean's got wrestling shirts, just cool shirts you could rock. And that's kind of the theme for both of our shirts. It's like, yes, what could you wear with everyday gear, still look cool, but also represent? So that's a great way to support us. That's free marketing, and you look cool, in my opinion. I don't want you out here wearing a shirt where you're like, oh, man, this looks super nerdy and dorky. Like, no.
We're not having you wear wrestling shirts and say, I like wrestling. We have crossover appeal.
But if you want it, let me know.
Let me know. If that's your thing, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, but you got choices that you could make on there. And yeah, check it out. We appreciate everybody this year, man. Hit the like button for us. If you're listening on audio platforms, leave that 5-star review, man. Apple people, I need some more Apple 5-star reviews, man. Yes. I'm close, man. I want to get to that 50 number. So hopefully within the next couple months here, we can make that happen. We're on Spotify, anywhere you listen to this, for Hubbard Wrestling Weekly, for everything pro wrestling. Make sure you guys are leaving those reviews. Leave a comment after, helps a lot. Leave us an emoji. It's cool. You can put whatever. It doesn't matter. We're just trying to get into that YouTube algorithm. Our numbers have been climbing rung by rung by rung. And I've been feeling it this week. So I love it. We love you guys. Let's get into who is here. Joel jumps up first with a healthy $2 super chat, which we love and appreciate. Thank you, Joel. He says, happy and healthy, Sean and Conrad. Thank you.
Same to you, my man. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Clown in the house.
Cleezy, 1-3Z, 4-tweezy in the building. He says, afternoon, everyone. What up, though?
Sir Quills is in the house. He says, what's up, Conrad and Sean and chat? Your boy Sir Quills is back again to enjoy my two favorite bros, CJ and I think he forgot Hubs. Whoa, CJ Hubs for episode. I know he meant it though. 122.
He put my name. He put Conrad and Sean.
Where am I? Oh, at the beginning. My
Yeah.
favorite bro. But usually he writes Hubs right here. CJ
It's
and
all good.
Hubs for episode 122 for Clash of the By God podcast. You called it. You know what he likes. 2025 predictions episode. This should be quite interesting. Thus, I'm highly intrigued to hear your opinions of y'all's Conrad and Sean, as well as the chats. This will be quite good. Yeah, get yours jotted down. We're going to give you some time to think about it.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Sean says I'm going to be surprised by his. I have not read Sean's yet, by the way. Sean
I actually held back on my brother Conrad, man. I didn't drop it till about maybe 5 minutes before showtime. SG Summers in the building says, this is always one of my favorite episodes. Bros, I cannot wait to see what you guys have in store for us tonight. I'll be listening from the office at work. God bless you, SG Dub. We always appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you. Also, at the top, pinned to the top right now, you guys make sure you smack down your vote for what? The 2024 EPW Awards. Looking to get those votes in, man. If you haven't voted already, I think everyone in here that I know has. I don't know if Sean smacked down his vote. Yeah, he might be waiting still. He might be holding out.
I'm waiting, but I got you. You know that.
He's got Raw tonight. There could be a Match of the Year candidate on there, but you can always add it in. There's an option for that.
I got it.
Go in there and help us out. And then here's Sean. Sean did link everybody to his website. If you have not been over to HW Weekly #1, you're missing out, because sometimes me and Sean have little cool discussion points on there. We had a mid-year review of who we thought the top wrestlers were over there. You might have missed it. So make sure you guys go over there and check that out. Matt.
M. Leezy Fo Sheezy. Hello, good evening, everyone. Hope you had a blessed Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Look at M. Leezy being all-inclusive. We appreciate you, bro. And let's kick this week into 2025 with the two aces of our pro wrestling community. M. Leezy, we appreciate you, my guy.
I got to keep you on the mic.
The only Vinny we like. Happy Monday. Last Raw in the USA era. God bless y'all. God bless you, man. Yo, Vinny, I posted something on my Facebook that I really think you would like. You being a spiritual brother, I posted something on my Facebook that was for the spiritual community. So God bless you. I think you might appreciate that.
Vinny coming in early. 2025 prediction. Roman becomes WWE champion again. Right. There goes 20 minutes of time.
Exactly.
He's just getting into the ring. Deanna says hello, everyone. Hello, Deanna.
Hi, Deanna.
Yo, shout out to E. E didn't even say hello. He's automatically putting in the Hubs link into the chat, man.
E, we appreciate you, man. You got to reach out to me on Twitter, man. I got something for you, bro. You got to reach out to me.
E's not on Twitter. Maybe IG.
Okay.
IG might be the spot.
Well, that explains it. Okay, I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know.
There we go. Ray Thompson in the house. The man with the most beautiful family.
Ray, we appreciate you. Your family brings me a lot of joy. He reached out to me and he said, Merry Yeetmas. That was very kind. I appreciate that, Ray. Happy New Year, everyone, and hope everyone has a great week and family with family and friends. Ray, you are a good guy.
We appreciate you, Ray. Thank you. Gabe in the house. What's good, Gabe? He said, yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, Gabe?
What up, though?
Mike from The Rock saying, yeet.
Yeet.
Appreciate it. Vinny said, just voted. My ballot's on the award show. Yeet.
All
right.
Make
sure you guys come through and check it out. I'm waiting for Rob to get the date. This is the one time I can get Rob to do a show with me ever. So we'll try to set that up. I know it'll be sometime in like the beginning of 2025. We're just not sure on a date yet. Here comes James. How about them Giants? Shout out to the wrestlers.
I love my team. But part of loving your team is being honest. They're freaking morons. They're idiots. They had nothing to do but lay down, and they won the game, and they went from first to fourth. And they'll probably, because they're idiots, beat the Eagles, who are not going to play anybody of importance on Sunday. And we're probably going to go from 4th to 10th. You know why? Because the New York Giants are freaking morons.
Who did they play yesterday again?
They played the Indianapolis Colts, who were trying to get into the playoffs. I mean, shame on the Colts as well. Shame on them.
Yeah, well, I was more upset that they were messing things up for my my fantasy. So don't do that. I have Taylor, so don't do that. And the one time Richardson's out, they lose. So crushing me. Guy Will Gamble says, Europe was good, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. Looking forward to the new year. Appreciate you, Guy Will Gamble. In here weekly, man. Much love to you. Just trying to see who we missed. Mike also said RIP to Greg. Yes, absolute legend in the broadcasting world. Greg Gumbel is a legend. And speaking of it, James said the same thing. D Money says, salute, Brody. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I know you got a big battle rap coming up. I had just peeped that today on the YouTube, man. Wishing you the best of luck. Jocelyn in the house.
How you doing?
Go ahead. You want this one?
Yeah, of course, man. Jocelyn's always a pleasure to read her stuff. She says Mercedes Moné and Chris Statlander was the longest women's match in AEW in 24 minutes and 35 seconds. Good tidbit of information, JJ. We appreciate you. She says, seems like the women's division is making some noise. I could not agree more.
I think you would have heard that a few months ago from a guy if you listen to their Dynamite reviews every Wednesday over here on Everything Pro Wrestling After Dynamite. I've told people women's division is doing very well, mighty healthy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which is part of my predictions coming up very soon.
I'm intrigued. McKinney, yo, I'm here to talk wrestling with the Fire live chat. My two favorite young OGs, Clash of the Podcast. And to let y'all know that 11:59, pick your left foot up so you go into the new year on the right foot.
I like that. McKinney, we appreciate you, man. You're a good guy as well. Always with some knowledge and some encouragement.
Right. Vinny says, I hope they never schedule my Steelers on Christmas again. It was man, it was the Chiefs, bro. Don't even feel bad, bro. I watch calls and I'm like, holding something? No, we're just gonna let that rock. Oh, we're gonna let them get off a play before we decide to review it. Okay, I got it. So sorry, not a Chiefs fan lately these days. Steven Chambers says, what's up, guys? What up, Steven?
I like
boom, boom. Hubs
Havana.
Got that. Will versus the World Award, basically for match of the year. Is how it feels. I love it. I love it. Gruss 512, man. What's the discussion? We're gonna be talking preview and predictions for 2025. We got Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Dynasty stuff set up. We got a lot of good things.
A lot on the proverbial docket this evening.
A lot of news too. So we're gonna be flying through and jumping all around. Big E hosting a new show on Netflix, another desk job, but yet can't support his boys. Shame.
Another desk job. I love it. That's fantastic.
He said Dallas.
Yo, he'll sell tickets.
Dallas Cowboys till the casket drops. I don't know if I can rock with that, Gruss. I'm a Bills fan. Y'all heard us back in the 90s, but it's all good, man.
And Cowboys, if it wasn't for the Giants, my Giants, wasn't for the Giants, they'd be the most pathetic franchise in the NFL.
I don't know if you want Vinny to reach out privately for that one.
No, it's already done. My guy Vinny is doing his thing. It's already done. The connection's been made, brother.
I'm behind. I'm moving. Hassan, thank you so much. He says salute and salute to the chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. What is a lumberjack death match with Tanahashi and Evil? We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Anytime I hear Evil, that's Gato. That's that 10%. Real quick, me and Sean, we got together. If you guys missed it, we're not going to go through this whole thing again. But we did a World's End review show, and I kind of agree with Sean at the end. Like, if you look back at Wrestle Dream and Full Gear, I think this was the better show of the three. Like, if I had to rank them,
sure.
And yeah, I was happy with this. Like, overall, I thought good pay-per-view. I mean, like, that's what I walked away with it saying. Like, I was like, it was a good pay-per-view. Not mad.
B-, and when I got B-minuses, I got a cupcake.
What do you mean by that?
I got a cupcake. My mother used to make me cupcakes when I got B-minuses. When I got A-pluses, I mean, it was like we're going shopping. But like B-minus means you get a cupcake.
Oh, you had a nice parent. You better support your mother. Give her a big hug and kiss. My mom would have told me that's what you're supposed to do, boy. Now get back to do it.
Listen, my mother understood. Like there's certain classes that B-minus were acceptable because I really wasn't good in those. Like if I got a B-minus in math, what are you doing? You should be getting A's. If you got a B-minus in social studies, but my B-minuses, the acceptable B-minus in my house were for science because I never was a big fan of science.
Me either. Science is my I have a rough time with that subject. Yeah. Shout out to my wife.
There you go.
Got me through a lot of hard times in school back then.
Hard times, babies.
Hard times in that biology class. With your skeleton, if you will.
By the way, not to embarrass you, or especially not your wife, what a blessing it is to have found your person so early in life. That is wonderful.
you talking about, bro?
That is wonderful,
bro. That was a lot of work, man. You don't even want to know.
No, but come on, man. I'm serious. That's guys. Like, that's a blessing, man. To find your person so young, that's really nice, man. I'm an old man. I just found my person. It took me a long time. You were young and you found your person. That's a blessing, my brother.
I'm lovable, Sean.
Oh, shut up.
Truly. A lot of people always tell me that I'm their mistake. I'm the mistake person. I should have never let you go. I should have, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Beat it. Kick rocks.
I like it.
Petty is what it is. But we enjoyed the show. If you guys want to go back, check out the pay-per-view review. We've got that locked in. I thought it's really good. Revolution's coming up. I like the Lakers colors for it. I'm digging it. I like the new look of it too. A little, I don't know, it feels like Ninja Turtles-esque, like you're going into the bad guys territory.
Yeah, it's swaggy. I like it.
Yeah, maybe you got to be a Lakers fan to enjoy that color scheme. Not me.
I mean,
happy birthday to LeBron James too.
You're doing too much, Conrad. Let's move on. It's all right. Jesus Christmas.
I like
today.
I like the new looks, and it's LeBron.
It looks all right. It looks all right. We're not wasting valuable airtime on that crap.
No, I respect. Listen, I work on graphics. I respect this. This is good. I'm not mad at it. There's other ones where I'm like, man, what are we doing here? Like Stomping Grounds. Remember that with the boot? I was like, bro, this looks like clip art.
I do. You're right about that. That's true.
This is clip art. So don't come trying to rain on my parade.
I'm just saying, you're doing
like I'm some bald brother who deserves.
The color scheme is so nice. Don't you guys think so?
I like the neon colors, and when the art I'm getting too technical into this.
You really are, bro. Thank you for coming to that realization.
Let me be a nerd for a minute. I like the structure of the words.
You're my brother from another mother. You live your life and you have fun.
Darn right. Ricochet right here. That's how I felt I was being treated just a second ago. Just toilet paper rolls just thrown at
this. The sensitivity is so high today.
It is. And the petty is right here for it. So, yeah, Ricochet, he had to deal with the wrath of this. I know I'm just putting it in as a funny, but we got some feuds brewing, it looks like, for what's coming up on the mother of all simulcast on AEW Dynamite.
This is true.
So be sure to get into that and check that out. And once again, if you see me looking down and away a lot today, because I'm going to be reading stuff, and I'm also writing down numbers for us so that we can clock this. Let's talk Wrestle Kingdom real quick. Let's get into some New Japan.
Let's do it.
Get swaggy. So how are you guys going to watch it? Well, first off, got to shout out our friends over at Triller TV. They have a bundle pack going on. So if you're not like, I want to get it on New Japan World, which is another option, you could go over here and you could get the bundle pack from Triller TV. They have Wrestle Kingdom available and Wrestle Dynasty. Wrestle Dynasty is going to feature AEW, Ring of Honor, CMLL talent all over the globe, and Stardom, excuse me. So that should be fun as well. We get the return of Kenny Omega on Wrestle Dynasty. We're going to go through both of these cards right now. All right.
I love it.
Sean, if you had to look at this card, what's the one match you're most looking forward to here on this Wrestle Dynasty card?
I mean,
it's not New Japan of old. Let me say that for the old heads coming into this. This is not like Okada going out here and doing doing the thing. I did not know we had a super chat, Sean. I'm sorry. You may have to hold your thought.
Do you think?
We need 112 or NWOB team. I think he gave you a choice.
Oh, man. All right. Let me think. First of all, I got you. I'm going to answer the question first, though. I got to go Mercedes Moné. Honestly, Mercedes Moné and Shirakawa for, title for title, it just seems like the biggest high-profile match on the card. I think they're going to steal the show. And to answer the request, New world order.
Brian Adams being accompanied to the ring by Buff Bagwell and Vincent.
There you go. There you go.
When you send the
Happy
super
New
chat,
Year, everybody.
when you're sending the super chat, it's going down. It's going down.
No, but on a serious note, Joel, we appreciate you, man. Of course, brother. Joel, it's my pleasure. No, on a serious note, though, the women's title just intrigues me, bro. And it intrigues me the most out of anything on the card. Like, it's going to be a fantastic card. No, it's not the New Japan of old. It's going to be good. But, I mean, that Mercedes Shirakawa match just feels the show.
Well, you're jumping to the next night. I'm just focused on Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, I'm talking about the whole weekend. Oh, okay, my fault.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to separate them, give people what's going on.
Okay.
And Joe Compton, what's good?
If that's the case, you got to go with Zack Sabre Jr. defending the title. I mean, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
I thought you meant the entire gamut of New Japan.
We're gonna get to that. I promise you. You'll get to gush over that match because I'm looking forward to that too. So some of these matches have changed. So the King of Pro Wrestling Championship, that is no longer what the Rambo is for. The Rambo. It's going to now. So that's like the New Japan Rumble. That's usually on the pre-show. This is now going to be for a World Heavyweight Championship match, which I like much more. Yes, get rid of that King of Pro Wrestling title. Mm-hmm. I was done with that a while ago. Following up here, we do have and there's a little rumor here about one of these participants in this match. We'll get to that in a second. Like I said, the news portion of this is going to jump everywhere. We have Kushida and Kevin Knight, the Jet Setters. They're going to be defending the IWGP Junior Tag titles against Robbie Eagles and his partner, the Ichiban Sweet Boys. They're going to be going up against TJP and Akira and Connors and Maloney. Now, listen, this is now called a Tokyo Terror ladder match. So we don't usually see these in New Japan, so this should be interesting. I'm worried about the ladder setup, though, because sometimes them ladders everybody ain't got that WWE fiberglass. This might be some rinky-dink, cut your back up.
Mm-hmm. You're talking right.
We also have Mayu Iwatani versus AZM. Can't wait. We got Jeff Cobb, Owia, El Phantasmo, and Ren Narita. I would love to see. I got Mayu Iwatani retaining for that as well. I don't know. Are we doing predictions? Want to make them real quick?
Sure, why not?
I feel like we're gonna get new IWGP Tag Champs here. Give me. You know what? Let's go with Ichiban Sweet Boys just to do something different.
I would agree. I concur.
Women's match. Who do you got?
I think we see a retention.
Okay, at least you're fair about this and honest. And Rando, I don't know who wins this Rambo. I don't know. I'm just trying to think if they have a surprise in here, you could do something different. Who would be the next person to come up and challenge Zack Sabre Jr.?
Well, I mean, 100% Zack Sabre Jr. retains.
Spoiler alert for both of us.
It's a foregone conclusion at this point.
I like to see a surprise person come in there if they could find someone who is willing to do it. I say go for it. Let's go here. Tanahashi and Evil. Tanahashi's career is on the line now. He'll retire a year earlier than he said he would if Evil beats him in this lumberjack.
Which is why he won't lose.
Yeah, ta-da! He's not. So we got Shingo Takagi and Konosuke Takeshita putting both of their championships on the line. Who do you go with here? I feel like you got to go with Takeshita. Like, you got to.
Getting tired of him, but Takeshita wins.
Tired of him? He ain't done nothing. This is their argument. New Japan wants him.
I'm tired of him. I wanted Hobbs to win at the pay-per-view. But Takeshita wins.
Interesting.
I will never retire. Easy, I see you.
Daoki versus El Desperado.
Desperado.
Yeah, Despy becomes the new junior champion. I think that's the sleeper match of the night that people are going to sleep on. We got Yota Tsuji versus David Finlay for the Global Championship, which was the former IC title. Does David Finlay cough it up, or do you got Tsuji win it? Okay. Man, we're very similar on this. This is scary. Naito versus Hiromu.
Me too.
Does Naito and Hiromu, same faction, but Hiromu's the junior in the group, and Naito, he wants to put Naito to the test.
I think the junior has his comeuppance.
Interesting. Joe Compton, if I didn't say anything, appreciate you.
I will never retire.
Seagrass, I can rock with you on the Spurs. The Spurs are good basketball. And
Did I? Woo! I will never retire. I just combined two of them, see?
Right? That Revolution looks a little Prince and the Revolution-esque if you ask me for the cover. Touche. Come play basketball against me in the Revolution. All right. Wrestle Dynasty.
Oh, boy.
We don't know the participants. I'm going to treat this like the Rambo. Like, we don't know who's in this, but it should be a banger. You're getting a bunch of a luchador gauntlet from CMLL and New Japan. Have fun. We also have Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, the Sons of Texas, putting the Ring of Honor tag titles on the line against House of Torture. Sean, a little disclaimer here for you, brother. Mm-hmm. If they put the belts on House of Torture, I'm going to come on here and I will probably rant. Do not do this. Do not.
Which is why I hope that the House of Torture wins.
Sean, I'm begging you. We can't do this.
The Stepsons of Texas will win. Don't worry.
Shooter. So I don't know if Shooter's already got his match set up. Shota Umino, we both said we don't think he'll be successful. He is going to go into this match against Claudio Castagnoli of the Death Riders. John Moxley said, "You're not worth my time even showing up for this." What happens here?
Umino wins.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm rocking with you on this.
As you should. I know what I'm talking about. Hello.
Well, no, I'm rocking with you on what your thought process. See, I think Claudio wins this, and I think something happens with Moxley, whether it's via video footage or something. I think you need to change his character up. He's too nice.
Sean, I think something happened with a video package for Moxley after Umino wins. I think Umino wins. He's celebrating, and then Moxley interrupts him on the video wall.
He's too nice though. Like, he comes out with stars. He's passing out stuff to kids. No.
Oh, interesting. Is it? He's too nice? Is he really? He's kissing babies and giving high fives.
Disclaimer: those who don't know, Sean absolutely hates that. But yes,
I just want to make sure I heard you right. He's kissing babies. He's giving high fives. He has ridiculous, over the top intros. No, never heard that before.
His is not as over the top as some, but I think here though you got to change his character, and I say why not have him be the representative of the Death Riders, similar to Chono when he was in the NWO. We just talked about it, and Muda, and they had a division over there. I keep calling him Shooter. Shota Umino, let him go in and become like the Death Riders of New Japan. Like, I will form my own group, and we're just hardcore beat 'em up type dudes. Make him a heel. I think it works.
I think that's the right idea. I mean, I'm just sick of Castagnoli and the Death Riders in general.
Hard times, man, for people on this show. Sean ain't feeling nobody from AEW on here.
Is Cody Rhodes wrestle for AEW?
Not anymore, sir.
Exactly, because he's a freaking sellout. Let's move on.
Great Khan. So apparently this is weird. They vacated the tag titles because his partner got injured. And he's getting a new partner. I'm going to predict Jeff Cobb's in this spot. It just seems like fellow teammate. It makes sense, right?
It does. I mean, Cobb is still, to me, one of the most prolific wrestlers in the industry today. I think he wins on a grand stage such as this. Peaches and cream. Ice cream. Know what I mean? Peaches and cream.
So the Bucks are in this. Honestly, if I'm New Japan, I'm putting the titles on the Bucks. Tag team wrestling as a whole is down.
It's almost a foregone conclusion to me. As soon as the Bucks announced they were challenging for the belts, they're winning. They are definitely winning. They may not hold them for about a month, but they're definitely going to win. This pay-per-view, they will win.
You got to do something with these championships. What that is, I don't know, but give them something to do. You got Tsuji versus Jack Perry here. In my opinion, put over Tsuji. Like, he's one of they call them musketeers in New Japan, so they have 3 people that they are eyeing up to do stuff with. I say
he smiles like a blithering idiot. Give me Jack Perry.
Tsuji's great, bro.
I know he's great, but he smiles like a blithering idiot. I said what I said. I'm sick and tired. Me and you are not on the same page today. I said what I said. I don't like people who smile all the freaking time. What is he smiling so much for?
You gotta have someone who's nice in this company.
Well, Jack Perry wins. I'm starting to respect him. I respect him more and more. Maybe he really is a scapegoat. Maybe it was CM Punk's fault.
Delay Gratz, how are you? Pro Wrestling Shoot, what's going on? I might be looking for a new job soon, folks. Might be looking for a new job soon here. It's not looking good for me.
I mean, I don't know. He smiles a lot. I don't know if that's like his gimmick. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not totally up on it.
2 of the 3 Musketeers are faces is the issue right now, and I think Shota Umunu's is way too nice. I don't think Tsuji's as bad. He just goes in there and delivers. But they got to figure out why are people going to care about them? They need to have that Okada Tanahashi moment. Like the light goes off, like these are the guys, and this is why.
Well, I still think Perry comes out on top.
You could be right. I'm going with Tsuji though. I think they're going to put him over.
No problem.
Mark that down, people. That's one of our tiebreakers. Mm-hmm. David Finlay versus Brody King. I like Brody King a lot. I'm sorry to say this,
Finlay wins the weekend.
Yeah, Finley's the leader of Bullet Club over there, and he ain't messing around.
Finlay wins the entire weekend.
Now we have our 4 participants here from Momo. CML has sent over. Is it Persephone? I hope I'm saying that name correctly. If I'm saying it wrong, someone please correct me. I know Quills or E will. Willow Nightingale and Athena. Winner gets a championship match of their choosing when it's time. What do you think, Sean? Who could be making some moves around the globe here to get a championship match when they want? And it could be any of these 4.
Give me Willow Nightingale. Give me Willow.
I feel like it's Willow as well.
Yeah, I have a feeling she might get it done. Athena's not going to win, but Athena's not going to lose either.
Derek has entered the chat. I see some people.
I got Derek. What up,
though? You two got Tabori hollering over here. I'm trying over here, man. Sean and me are just going at it today, but I like it. It makes for good show. Tomohiro Ishii is going to challenge the winner of Shingo Takagi and Takeshita. So we're going to assume that it's going to be Takeshita versus Ishii, and I think that you got to go with Konosuke Takeshita. Have him win again. It goes back to my theory of what I said, Sean. This is why you're building him up so big. Like
Finlay wins the weekend, and so does Takeshita. They're going to go 2-0 this weekend.
I love it. Now here's the match you're looking forward to: Mina Shirakawa, Mercedes Moné, title versus title. Rev Pro Championship is on the line, and we got the New Japan Strong title on the line.
I think it's going to be the match of the night. However,
ooh, that's a bold.
I know. I said what I said. Stop always, I'm sick of you today.
And BJ is correcting me. It's pronounced Persephone. Thank you.
Now, it's going to be the match of the night. They're going to put on just like they did last month. But as much as I think it's going to be a fantastic in-ring competitive match, the outcome is very much not in doubt for me. It's going to be Moné 3 belts when the night is over with and done. Moné is coming back to the United States with 3 belts draped all over her. And when you wait for our predictions coming up soon, you're going to see why, because I don't think she's losing anything anytime soon.
Come on, you CEO. Hey, man, where's all the people talking crazy? What happened to all that crazy talk?
Mercedes not losing nothing.
She's lost it. She can't do it in the ring anymore.
And I got a spoiler for you. She's going to be Moné 3 belts, and pretty soon, before 2025 is over, she's going to be Moné 4 belts.
I'm not going to. I don't know if I can say 4. You might have to tell me your theory later on that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. It's all in black and white, brother, right on paper.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ricochet for the IWGP Championship here. Or is it non-title?
It's non-title, but non-title makes sense because Ricochet doesn't deserve a title shot.
I don't know. He did that springboard in the hard bottoms. I give him credit, bro, because the Stacey Adams can get your ankle twisted real quick.
Yeah, I don't care if he has good balance, okay? He's just
good balance.
He's entertaining as sandpaper. You want to see how entertaining Ricochet is? Are you entertained? For people listening on audio, this is sandpaper. That's by the way, when you close your eyes and listen to Ricochet talk, that's how it sounds. Freaking loser.
Logan James, appreciate you. I see you
Logan
in here
James, what up, though?
putting people down on some Stardom content. Much respect. Thank you for that. I see a lot. Here we go. The CEO, Mercedes has chemistry.
Oh, see, there's one thing that's going to get me and Conrad reunited. It's going to be a comment like this, Jesse. Mercedes is on fire right now. Stop it. Stop it.
Here comes the Ricochet.
Ricochet's right about Ricochet. Ricochet is boring, and so is Deanna's right. Deanna's right, and Jesse's right about that.
What is the name of wrestling, though? Is it to not get a reaction? He's getting a reaction, Sean.
Not really. Not really.
They're throwing toilet paper at him in Hammerstein.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so you're okay. And I'm not being sarcastic. You're saying that that because they're throwing toilet paper at him, that's the reaction you're talking about?
Can I ask a comparison question?
Of course, you can ask anything, bro.
Ricochet is dull. Who's more of a heel right now, Karrion Kross or Ricochet?
Karrion Kross shouldn't even be on television. That's how bad he is.
Just putting it out there. How bad is Ricochet then? I'm just throwing it out there.
Ricochet's pretty rough, bro. I can cut a better promo than Ricochet, and I'm not getting paid.
I think it's going to work out for him in due time. I like that he switched it up at least then, doing all the flashy moves and stuff. Byron Cutler says, I predict Gigi Dolan will receive a main roster call-up in 2025. Okay.
I think that's a good prediction because I think it's actually overdue.
Mercedes on fire. I'll take Cross. Get out of here right now, Jesse. Get out of here. Bull-loney. This dude hangs out with The Miz. No. And I mean that in this take right now. Okay. Do not tell me you care about Miz in 2024.
In 2024, we don't care about
December 30th, 2024, tell me you care about Miz. No. And I'll show you a liar. Right now. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, put some respect on his name for his career credentials.
I'm talking just today.
Okay, in 2025, going into 2025, nobody cares about The Miz.
I may even call a little, I don't know if I'd have made him with him at WrestleMania 27. Mm-hmm. That's just me.
Right.
But he did it. It's fine. He's one of the best intercontinental champions.
You made yourself very clear. In 2025, going into the new year, nobody cares about The Miz. I agree with you.
Yeah. I'm just putting it out there, man. I'm not going to – the Ricochet slander has to slow down a little here with that.
No, he's really bad, bro. You know I like to see brothers get ahead. That brother's rough, man.
Yeah. And listen, and here's my thing with Cross. Cross was given more opportunities than anybody. Dijak didn't even get that many chances, bro. He didn't even get to appear on TV. Come on, man. Cross is way better on the mic.
Yeah, I think Jesse's having some fun with you. Because that's not true. Ricochet is bad, but Cross is bad too.
Yo, why did Issei send all your hate mail and then link Jesse's YouTube channel? Come on, Ricochet. Ricochet has a recognizable personality. That's a win for AEW. Like I say, he's getting a reaction at this point. Final match. Kenny Omega, Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd has the loudest mouth in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I fear for him if he ever gets signed by one of the two big companies because he has the same issue that I've always mentioned with Tama Tonga a little bit. Brother, you can't say that stuff on big time television. I can hear you. Like when I hear him on the thing, I'm like, does anybody else not hear what he's saying on the outside? Because I can hear it. In New Japan, not the primary language. They're probably like, I don't know what he's talking about out there, but go ahead, do your thing. He's gotten better with it though. And Kenny Omega, this is his big return match. Are we gonna see ring rust? What do you think here, Sean? Is this the moment? Does he put Gabe Kidd over? Some people think Gabe Kidd should be the leader of Bullet Club over Finlay.
If Kenny loses, we riot.
I don't see Kenny losing here.
Right. Kenny has to win this match. His big return. Matter of fact, I think this is his in-ring return from all the stuff that's been going on. He has to win this match.
Remember certain people in the big time wrestling media freaking out over, oh, how could he go back to the New Japan show before he debuts it back in AEW? Oh, I said, pump your brakes, relax.
By the way, I have a theory about Ricochet and who he should align himself with.
Is that part of your predictions as well?
No.
Yo, Ricochet apologist is wild. Bro, Karrion Kross getting as much respect as you gave him is wild. He had 5 chances.
Ricochet is bad on the mic, but to answer your question, Jesse, Ricochet is bad on the mic, real bad on the mic. But Karrion Kross is not that much better. He might be better by default. Remember my D+, C- theory? Like, just because something's better doesn't make it good. Karrion Kross needs a lot of work, too.
Hold on. Let me clarify here, because, see, Jesse starts throwing us off track, and I don't know where Rob is. Rob usually yells at us and gets me back on track. Y'all seriously think Kross is better on the mic than Ricochet? We never said that.
By default, yes. By default, yes.
No, yeah, Kross is better, but we're also not going to play these games like, did Ricochet ever get a mic given to him in WWE to even practice or get better? No. Could you have given him the world title? You probably could have, like you gave it to Kross, and then he got in there with Adam Cole. Adam Cole smoked him, and he ain't been the same since that moment.
Yeah.
They give you the girl, the smoke, the entrance. You know what they do to make Adam Cole feel special? They ring the freaking bell. Boom! He crushed him, bro.
He did. Send him up to the main roster in a bad way.
Yeah, Kross is better on the mic, but if we're talking as a whole, I might take Ricochet right now. I'm just saying.
Nobody likes Ricochet. Nobody likes this. This is why I hate debates like this. Nobody likes Ricochet right now, and nobody likes Karrion Kross either. So it's like they both suck. They both need to improve. Let's call a spade. They both need improvement. Is that fair? Guys, chat. Is it fair? Sean is saying they both need to improve. They are both in very much need of improvement.
You could tear down either side for this.
I'm not trying to tear down anyone. I'm telling you that he's terrible on the mic. I'm telling you Kross is not that much better.
They said sent that man to the main roster looking like the fourth member of Demolition with no paint. Derek said Kross is trash.
You're the smasher. You're demolition. Walking disaster.
Both ring time showed they could do it. People remember Ricochet, so what matters more, mic work or BJ coming hard. He said, to be fair, they gave him both time. That's true.
Read that again?
To be fair, WWE gave Ricochet and Kross both time in the ring to show what they could do, and people will remember Ricochet, so what matters more, mic work or workability?
I've said before, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I think Ricochet is one of the best in-ring performers in the world, but it takes more than that to be successful in this industry.
I swear, Jesse, this is it on this, I promise. This is the last point I'm about to make. These guys, promo classes, H said a ton of interviews why he didn't give him the mic. He's trash. Funny how he says this now. When he's gone, we're gonna trash
Jesse.
But
if you can't see that Triple H is just hating on him. Now look, I'm no Ricochet fan in 2025. I'm calling it 2025. But that interview that Triple H did was pure hate, bro.
The timing of it is from WWE fans who want to make Ricochet look bad as well. Like
Jesse, you know that. Come on now, Conrad and I don't have to break that down for you. That was pure hate. That was throwing salt, bro.
Yeah, and not even just the salt thing, but the promo classes. Then I'm going to use that same thing for Mercedes Moné. Right. NXT is supposed to be so great, right? How come Mercedes Moné and all them who spent their main part of their career there, how come they're not better at promos? Because NXT trains you. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. You want to know why I like New Japan's camera work? New Japan, the cameramen follow the action, and they get their little like, this is the scene we want, boom, right? When we watch it on WWE, you're taught to look towards the camera. Look towards the camera. No. The cameraman should be able to follow you and see what you're doing. I'm just putting it out there. So when people have those issues, have the issues with NXT. I thought NXT was so great. Where is it? All right, moving on. Show me those diamonds in the roughs that they made. He said that before he left as well. That's fine, but I never saw that clip until recently. So the shade, not necessary, not cool, I think, either to say that. But that's just me.
I think Triple H needs to keep his mouth shut. No, I'm not being funny. I'm being serious because you know something? Talking crap about people who have left your company comes across as unprofessional and petty.
So I think that video was before, if it's the same one I'm thinking about, where he's in like a PC or something. I don't know. It looks like he's in a garage, but he's getting interviewed. He said that before, but it came out recently because people are trying to make Ricochet look bad. I get it. Like, whatever. You feel how you feel. Matt Hardy coming out with an article saying he thinks the Bucks should go to WWE is also crazy work too, in my opinion. But, do what you got to do. That's what I'm going to say. Moving on, let's get into some of the news segments, if that's good with you.
Brother, I am here.
Let's roll with it. Chad Gable. Oh, one of my favorite people to talk about. Chad Gable. Sean, he might be moving to SmackDown soon, according to Wrestle Votes on Sportskedia's Backstage Pass. Thoughts?
You want to know how big of a man I am? I'm going to tell you how big of a man I am. I'm going to look right into this camera and I'm going to say, Conrad, you were wrong. I mean, you were right and I was wrong. SmackDown is not going to be good enough to be 3 hours. I mean, it's nice that they're going to have an opportunity, American made, to go over to SmackDown for a fresh start. But unless they send somebody over there that's going to be a little bit better, I mean, like, honestly, SmackDown is looking like it's going to be rough on Friday nights, bro. So I have to humble myself and say, Conrad, you were right. I was wrong. SmackDown being 3 hours is going to be a rough sled to push down that hill, bro. Just saying.
If it was anything like last Friday, that was not a fun show to sit through, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. If last Friday and the Friday before that was even worse.
Yeah, it's been rough. Is it the restart Gable needs? Maybe. I'm not. Here's my thing. You've lost me on investment points with this though. Like, he formed a new group. They didn't win
at all
on Raw. Like, as a team, they didn't win anything, and they lost all the important matches. Then he beat, who was it? The LWO, and I was supposed to care all of a sudden. Like,
beat it out of Dino.
If you haven't listened to us, it's a staple at this point. Me and Sean will sing songs randomly. But what are we doing here, bro? I got told to be patient. Remember that? People were telling me, be patient with Chad Gable in the Intercontinental title. It's coming. It's coming. This isn't Christian Cage. Where is it? It's long gone, my friends.
You're talking
long gone. It's not good. Like, they messed up. When I hear all this, I'm not even going to go on that rant right now. I'm going to stop myself and save it. But, like, what is it, man? I just don't get it. I'm not even answering this Ricochet stuff anymore. I see people commenting still on it. I'll let you get this one from Wrestle Votes.
I got you, brother. Quote, sources indicate recent rumors of Logan Paul versus John Cena at WrestleMania have, at the very least, been discussed. However, the idea has been met with some resounding disapproval from within creative. The general feeling is that this shouldn't be Cena's final match at WrestleMania. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead. No, pop off, bro, because I know you got something to say about
it. The idea of having John Cena face Logan Paul at WrestleMania makes me want to throw up, bro. There's no way in the world that should be a match. There's no way in the world that should be a match. And I want to give credit to WWE for whoever it may be who is standing on business and saying no. Thank God somebody over there is acting like they have some sense, because this sounds like a Triple H idea again, and I think he needs to sit himself down and really start evaluating what the hell's going on around here. Logan Paul does not deserve John Cena at WrestleMania. There's so many more productive things that John Cena can do at his last WrestleMania, including, in my opinion, winning the Intercontinental Championship. I am sick to death of Logan Paul being put in a position to be the main star of this company, especially during John Cena's farewell tour. It's disgusting. Even it being a thought makes me disgusted. Even it being on the table makes me disgusted. What are you guys thinking? But at least it seems like somebody over there is saying no. And I hope it remains a no, because I would be disgusted. It would make me literally sick to my stomach to see that YouTuber face John Cena at WrestleMania. Because you know what's going to happen? He's probably going to beat John Cena, and that's going to really piss me off. And I'm no John Cena fan, but this is getting out of control.
I can rock with what you're saying. I don't think they should do the match either. But I do think that when they put this stuff out, and this isn't me trying to like poo-poo on Wrestle Votes, but I feel like a lot of this stuff has been temperature checked lately. Like, we want to do this, say this to see what the reaction is. So then Triple H can then say that we pivoted from it. And do I think it's Triple H's idea? No, I think that might be from like the suits more so, like, you know, the COOs, and this guy gets big numbers. We should use him in a big match against John Cena or something. I get it. But I just think that some of the stuff's a temperature check. Like, I think it's set up, Sean, to say like, oh, look, we listen to the people now. Like, you put out an idea that's bad, and then when it doesn't happen, you're like, no, I listen to people. Look at me. Come on.
One thing I've learned about Triple H, Conrad, is that if Triple H has an idea, Triple H will not go against that idea for nothing. He will stick with it until it's complete. Win, lose, or draw. He does not have a pivot in him. He doesn't know how to pivot. That's what she said. And I'm so sick and tired of people even insinuating that this guy listens to social media, that he reads Twitter. No, he does not. Triple H doesn't give a crap what you think. Triple H doesn't give a crap what I think, what our chat thinks, what anybody. Triple H is going to do what Triple H wants to do. And if it just so happens to be something that we like, then so be it. But if he has in his mind, I'm going to tell y'all something right now, chat. I'm going to tell you something right now. If John Cena versus Logan Paul is what Triple H wants to do, that's what's going to happen. It doesn't matter what we think.
Well, we're about to get into the contradiction hour here soon. Here's another match coming up here.
I got you. Wrestle Purist says, for John Cena's WrestleMania match currently, the majority of the talk has been circled around the idea of Cody Rhodes versus Cena for the WWE Championship. That match has been mentioned by numerous sources over the past 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks, as recently as yesterday. Many of those sources have noted that everything is subject to change, especially if The Rock descends down from Mountain Rock and wanted to work with either Cody or John Cena at WrestleMania, at which point any creative plans will be reworked to fit into The Rock's vision. That's PW Insider saying that. I'll let you take it, Conrad.
Yeah, so maybe, once again, there were two different reports. So one person saying, oh, he's facing Logan Paul. The other person's over here saying, oh, no, it's going to be him and Cody. I had predicted him and Cody way back when, I think a little after 40 would be the next matchup for them. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. It could be something that you would want to do, but is that really I don't know. What has the most juice for John Cena at this point?
John Cena should try and become a Grand Slam champion. It should be John Cena versus Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. Okay. And then, and this is just showing once again that other people have seen the exact same things that we are speaking of when it comes to it. We went over WrestleMania matches last week and like kind of what we saw and thought would happen with them. But Clown said, man, Mountain Rock. Yeah, that's them trying to say when Rock decides to get off his pedestal, maybe he'll come down and grace us with his presence. Y'all gave him, you gave him the keys to the castle. Who you mad at? There you go. Don't make too much sense. Don't make too much sense, Conrad.
What can I say except you're welcome? He's out there getting bread. He don't care about none of this. He's trying to do whatever he's got to do to get to the point. I don't know. We could be looking at a triple threat with Cody. It sounds like to me WrestleMania ain't figured out yet. That's what I'm hearing at the end of this. Hence why we were able to make those predictions. But you know what is figured out? Next week, Monday Night Raw coming over to Netflix. Netflix has added a new slate of programming ahead of the move. They have the Road to WrestleMania 41 through Raw, WWE Superstar Profiles, WWE Legend Profiles, Raw Classics hosted by Big E. Couldn't help New Day though, huh?
Another desk job.
WWE Top 10 Raw edition as well. I don't know. Where are the classics? Are we going to get all the old Raws, or is this just going to be we'll pick and choose what we?
No, they're going to pick and choose.
Maybe the Vault will upload all of them eventually. I don't know what we're doing here with the old school content. I feel bad for podcasters as a whole. Truly, like they're going to be messed up. I don't know. Any feelings on it? You're an old school cat, man. How do you feel about the history of pro wrestling?
They're really poo-pooing all over the history of this industry and the part that I'm still in love with. It's very upsetting.
I do like the Vault channel, though. I like that they upload, like, I just saved a bunch of them, like a house show from ECW and stuff. I'm like, oh, you've had this for years and you never uploaded it?
Right. I hear you. I'm just saying, there's too much adrenaline in my soul right now.
Woe with me. Sorry. Jocelyn said, forgive me when I say this. If all you watch is WWE, you will think Paul versus Cena will be the best match put together.
I think I understand what Jocelyn's saying, what she's saying.
Yeah. No, listen. Logan Paul got trained by Shawn Michaels. Like, do you know what a blessing that is? Even if it was Shawn Michaels in 99 with Danielson, he was like, I learned a lot from him still. Like, yes, I kind of learned what not to do too when he was messed up. But it was like, yo,
you're talking right. Exactly.
It's good stuff. Ray says, what do you guys think about Cena confirming not going for his 17th world title? I did not see that, Ray. Is that
something that's away from one of my predictions?
Well, hold on. You can still keep that though. They like to lie. I ain't falling for none of this, but Ray, let me know where you heard that, brother. I have not heard that yet. McKinney says that world title that Cena is going to win is held by Gunther. Cena winning that belt will finally give it the credibility and wash away that consolation belt aura. Nah, bruh. Consolation is how you treat it. Man. It'll always feel that way.
Talk, bro.
Are my comments not showing up on Twitch? I just saw that last one, Jocelyn, if that helps. Mike says John Cena versus Gunther versus Rhodes for both titles. Whoa. They ain't doing that.
Yeah, I doubt that. I see what you're saying, Mike Feezy, but I don't think so.
T Ferg said not a fan of the two, but it should be Cena versus Punk. Ooh. Okay. Charlotte maybe confirmed to surpass her dad's reign. Okay, maybe these are just his predictions that he's handing out for, or at least for that one. My whole idea I've been building is out the window currently because of this move and the catalog being messed up or gone. Good news is if it comes back in 10 years, I'll be at the forefront. LOL beach. always, man. Let's see. What was the last thing I was on here? What is this? Here you go. When I was talking about New Japan earlier. Moving back into it. Kevin Knight's New Japan contract is up in the next few days, Fightful Select has learned, and there have been interest in using him in some of the major American companies. So I assume that's TNA, AEW, and WWE.
That will be the assumption for me.
Interesting. So that's why I predicted that he's probably not going to be holding on to that IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag title.
Not very long.
Him and Kushida, days might be numbered. Continuing with the news, Big Omos is showing up at the Noah show coming up here. Sean, he's going to be in the ring with Marufuji, son. Like, who would have predicted this at the beginning of the year?
Just absolutely. That's why I'm laughing. It's like absolutely wild to me. Like absolutely wild.
Muda wanted those favors put in. I like it though. I like it.
Okay. I mean, that is what it is.
He Matt Lopez, they found Omos. Yeah, he ain't been on TV, so I don't know what we're gonna do with him.
Exactly.
Delay Grat said junior heavyweight, then it's AEW or TNA. Too small for WWE TV. That is true. I just hope. Well, I have fears with TNA stuff lately. I don't want to even get into it.
I don't blame you. No, yeah, that's a sensitive subject for me.
Yeah, and Pro Wrestling Noah changed their name to Pro Wrestling Omos for the record. If no one believes me, there it is. I had to take a little picture of that, but insane. They have a show coming up. Big Noah show. I'm not going to run through all of this because it'll take us a little bit of time here, but you guys may see, Wagner Jr.'s on here. I'm sure we'll get a Muda appearance.
Cases, yep.
Yeah, Kenta, Daga's on here. You'll see some good names. Omos, like I said, Marufuji. We could be here all day. Shinsuke Nakamura is on here as well, the WWE United States champion. We'll see what they do, man. No, I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, Noah is Noah, though. It'll be fun. I hope people go out of their way to check it out to see that Japan has two major companies all the time.
Right.
I would hope people would want that over here in America. Some people seem like they don't want that, but that's another show happening. I'm plugging shows right now, too, in the news segment. Battle of the Valley taking place January 11th, San Jose Civic Center. Tickets are on sale now. Here are some of the matches that you guys could look forward to seeing. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Hechicero. I said that all wrong. Team Hiromu, Yuka Sakazaki, Mayu Iwatani, and Hiromu are taking on Sumi Sakai, Evil, and Sho. Sumi, I wish you the best, but
looking solid. Looking solid. Let's see how long Nelson and Isaacs can hold on to those strong openweight tag titles.
Yeah, that should be good too. And they're going to be taking on Yo and Rocky Romero. You also have Fred Rosser. Please do not let this man bleed another gusher. And him and his partner are going to be taking on TMDK. We'll see how they're going to be looking afterwards, following in the footsteps of Zack Sabre Jr. Last but not least, Sean, before we get into some of our other stuff here, the Royal Rumble, Saturday, February 1st, Lucas Oil Stadium. They got their first match announced. 2 championships, ladders. It's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. The Winged Eagle sticking around till February, brother.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Any hopes for KO here? No?
Of course there's hope. I want him to win, but he's not going to because they're idiots. You know, I've already come to the realization they don't care about what we want. I've said that before. KO should definitely win this match, but he won't. He won't. And there's no reason to even kind of like fix your mind to possibly think that he will. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. It's unfortunate that that's the way it's going to go. It's going to play out, but that is the way it's going to play out.
I'm not mad at it. I'm going through comments real quick. Let's see here. They should put the GHC Heavyweight Championship on Omos if WWE has nothing for him. Let Muda use him. I'm not mad at it. Noah, the WWE Trojan horse to ruin the colonized Japanese pro wrestling. Historically, Giants do very well in the land of the rising sun. Noah is doing nothing wrong. Anyone who says otherwise is just a hater. Nah, I think Noah's making the right move for themselves. Go for it. Cena versus Roman. One last time. Kenta is about to face Ricky Starks in Defy. I did peep that as well. TNA is still a company. I thought they ended when Tessa came back. Oh, wait, that's a prediction. Woo!
Ooh, that was pretty good.
It's funny Noah decided to make this show with Nakamura and Omos pay-per-view instead of part of the Wrestleverse subscription. Got to get that cash. Noah is WWE's attempt to colonize Japanese pro wrestling, i.e. NXT Europe 2.0. Mm-hmm. And when you're number 2, you're going to have to make those moves. I like good old classic old school pro wrestling. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Nothing wrong with that. Sean, do you want to talk year-end review a little bit, or do you want to get into these predictions now?
Yeah, we can talk year-end review. Let's do it.
We'll do that, then we'll get into the predictions here for you guys. I don't want to ask you everything that's on there. WWE, let's focus on companies. How about that?
I'm with you, bro.
We'll do WWE, AEW, TNA, New Japan, whatever you're feeling. Sean Hubbard, who was your wrestler of the year? Like, I saw how you were feeling about 6 months ago. How are you feeling now, though? Like, who's the guy to you? Like,
Jey Uso. No. My wrestler of the year would have to be Jey Uso would be up there, but I don't think that's accurate. The wrestler of the year in the World Wrestling Entertainment?
Anywhere. You could break them down that way if you want.
Wrestler of the year is Swerve Strickland.
Oh, so you're saying Swerve's that dude this year? Like he's the main? Okay.
Yeah, I thought you meant like just WWE. Wrestler of the year, any company, Swerve Strickland.
Okay. And I know that's on the male division side. Women's division though. Who do you think? Really, you're thinking she's led the way?
No, I think she's led the way in AEW. I think overall, across the entire gamut of everything. But I would have to give her second place, unfortunately, because as much as I love her, I got to give it to Swerve, and I got to give it to.
I'm shocked you didn't go with Will.
Well, no, yeah, Will is I think the best in the world, but I'm honestly going to say it's going to be Swerve Strickland and Toni Storm.
Yeah, Timeless Toni Storm did fantastic this year. WWE, I think best male, like you may not like this, but I got to say it was Cody. He was there all the time. He showed up.
Okay.
Drew's probably the next contender. I'm just trying to think if I'm missing anyone else who's just showed up constantly, always there. Gunther could be argued, I think, as well. Mm-hmm. Women's side, Rhea Ripley and I'm trying to think of who else. Who did Nia take the championship from? Bailey? I mean,
yep.
We're rocking with Rhea Ripley over here. We got to pick Rhea. Like I said, Rhea has fantastic opponents for the major shows. It's that in between time when we're like, what are you about to do? And you've introduced some new championships here as well. So I don't know. Tag team. Who do you think's been delivering on the tag team fronts for all companies? Like tag team wrestling is the one thing I'll say, like, I think needs to be improved across the board. I don't care what company we bring up right now. Like, I'm not impressed with a lot of tag wrestling.
The best tag team in 2024 would have to be, I'm going to give it to the best tag team in 2024.
Bro, when you vote on that EPW awards, you will look through that list and be like, ew.
Yeah. I'm going to go with, I'm going to throw you a curveball. I'm going to go with ABC.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go with ABC. I think they've had a really good year.
Yeah.
And a consistent year.
Prayers up to Chris Bay, too, who's still out.
I know. I think he went down late enough in the year where he would still apply. So, yeah, I'm going to go with ABC.
Okay. Interesting. I'll leave it there for now. I'm sure we can get into more of it coming up here. Matt Lopez asked us a question. What are your thoughts on WWE going to make Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank 2-night shows?
Money grab, disgusting.
I saw it coming. I really don't think you need Money in the Bank to be a 2-night show.
It's ridiculous.
If you're going to do that, why don't you just put one of them on WrestleMania to fill the time? I don't know. That's just me talking again, though. Rumble being 2 nights, I think that'll help the Rumbles. We've always compared the Rumbles, and lately we've been saying the women's Rumbles have been better.
Right, and it's not going to be women's Rumble's not going to be the main event this year.
No. Yeah, and I see a lot of people showing love to Tony Storm, Swerve, Ospreay, Danielson. I love the names I'm seeing here. Swerve, Ospreay, women, Tony, Cody Rhodes, Gunther for WWE, Drew McIntyre. Yeah. Liv Morgan from a character standpoint. Liv has shown out. She's done well.
If there was a most improved wrestler of the year, I would give it to Liv Morgan.
Yeah. Let's see here. Bryan Danielson, Rhea, Tony Storm, Jordan Grace. Yeah, Jordan Grace carried Impact on her back. Like,
I respect all of Deanna's opinions, but absolutely not.
I think she carried TNA though. Like, she was the foundation of like who's putting on the matches. I got to give it to Jordan Grace.
I hear you.
Let's see here. Tony Storm. Oh, Quill says Athena. That's true.
I think the show that she's on kind of lessens her a little bit as far as viewership. Got to remember look how long it took for me to get on the Athena bandwagon because I don't watch her every week.
Hard to watch her too when she's on the app.
Yep.
The Outrunners. Someone said Outrunners. Axiom, and sadly, I'm not joking. Fraxium. Yeah, they might be. 2024 was a down year for tag divisions, T-Ferg says. That's wrong.
That is true.
Rob said, what's wrong with the money grab? Business standpoint, nothing. I guess from a fan standpoint, what hurts you about it, Sean? Because you said money grab for it.
I mean, I just don't like the fact that you're going to make people pay 2 tickets to watch an event. You got to understand, there's people coming from out of town. And that means they're going to have to buy 2 tickets. Well, they don't have to buy 2 tickets. They just won't buy 2 tickets, and they will only see half of the show. To me, that's ridiculous. WrestleMania, I didn't like it when they did it with WrestleMania, but after the pandemic, they just kept it with that same 2-night format. Now they're just expanding it. I don't like it. I think SummerSlam being 2 nights is stupid. I think Money in the Bank being 2 nights is stupid. I think the Royal Rumble being 2 nights is stupid. I think the whole thing is ridiculous. It's just a stupid money grab.
Now, Jesse, I may need you to clarify this. He says any card that has women and men's version of a themed pay-per-view needs 2 nights, in my opinion. I think
you meant to say a women and men's version of a themed pay-per-view main event, meaning
right.
Like the Royal Rumble.
You saw where I was going because I'm like, are you saying put the women's title matches with the women's Rumble one night? And then I don't know if that works, but let me see here. Bring it. Good name, Masha Slamovich, definitely up there for improved person. Let's see here. Tag team of the year, Roman and Cody. Vinny, why are you trolling me? They're a team. Conrad, they're a team. I agree with Hubs. Two nights is ridiculous for fans that want to go.
Yeah, people coming from out of town. It's crazy, bro.
Quantity versus quality, he says.
That's what WWE's motto is.
Nothing for Punk. Punk was hurt a lot of the time, but he did carry, though.
Punk would have been in the running, but he missed like 6 months.
You know what I would argue? Punk for microphone. On the mic, he might be one of the best. Him and Drew, yeah, they probably crushed it the most out of anybody. With that being said, guys, we're at our favorite point here.
Go to hwweekly.com if you want to follow along.
I'll give you time to put that in there. Because this will give me time to that's what she said. Sorry, I had to get that out. We're gonna get into the preview and predictions portion here, but we gotta go over last year's.
I'm with that.
I hope people know that. So let's start here with good old 2024 predictions. How do you want to do this, Sean? Do you want to go back and forth? Should I say mine and then you kind of say,
let's go back and forth, bro.
All right, let's do this. I wrote down me and Sean's last year. I wrote down Sean's while he was saying them. And then I went back and listened to the pod to make sure that I had all of Sean's predictions right. Hold on here. I had to go back. Women's Rumble has only been around since 2018. That is a fact, Jocelyn. Do you think Punk shows up tonight with the world title? No. So you didn't put last year's up either, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So these won't be in yet. So I'll let you know when we can post that link one more time. Going into it, Conrad's first prediction was AEW and WBD will come to a deal for about double the current price. I gave myself the green check. I don't know, Sean, if you want to check me on that, but I thought that was fair. I thought I got that
fair.
one.
You have to get a dub for that.
All right, let's go to Sean. Well, Sean was right too in his first one. Sean's first one was Jey Uso wins a singles title in 2024.
It's just me, Oos.
Listen, you called it, bro. You called it. It was a big dub. Now, next one I had was AEW pay-per-views will stream on HBO Max. Womp womp. I was wrong. That still hasn't happened yet. Maybe next year.
Days, yep.
Sean said ROH will no longer be a thing in 2024. We just left Final Battle in Hammerstein.
I was wrong about that.
Still a thing. I put AEW will turn a profit. I did give myself the X on that because I don't believe they'll turn a profit until next year.
Right.
If you look at the numbers.
This time next year, that prediction will be true.
Sean said by the end of the summer, called this perfectly, Rhea Ripley will leave the Judgment Day. He was right.
Not just leave the Judgment Day, by the end of the summer, which is exactly what happened.
Right on point. He knows something. He's in that writer's room. I put WWE Raw. I predicted will go to FX and stay on Mondays. Womp womp. I was wrong there.
Stayed on Mondays, but not on FX.
Sean, this is your second one wrong. Cody Rhodes will not finish the story at WrestleMania. Sean was bugging here, I thought.
That was kind of wishful thinking. But I was wrong. I predicted it and I was wrong.
Let's see here. Who? Sorry, I'm getting a random call. Swerve becomes the first black AEW world champion. I got another thumbs up. That's 2 finally for me. Going back to Sean's, I'm trying to jump back and forth here. The Usos will reunite by 2024. I gave him the check for it. I can't.
Because technically, they were War Games together. So that means,
Yeah, I gave you the check mark. All in, I predicted Swerve and Will Ospreay will main event for the world title. And then they had to change the booking for Danielson stuff. But yeah, I thought that was going to happen.
It was close. Really you were in the ballpark.
In a minute here, I'm starting to lose my spot. I may have to jump down and just start rattling off some for both of us. You said TNA reboot will not make a difference, Sean. I think I put both here because yes and no. I might have to.
I think I'm right about that. I don't think it's made that much of a difference.
I do not agree. Their ticket. If you look at just tickets and people attending the shows, they're up like 230%.
But it's not because of the TNA reboot. It's because of the rub they've gotten from WWE. As one-sided as it may be.
What do you guys think? Chat, let me know. Should Sean get the check or the X for that? TNA reboot will not make a difference. I think it has
make a difference. The WWE affiliation made the difference.
So you're
If
saying
it was
there's
Impact
Impact
Wrestling and WWE did the same thing, they still would have been better.
All right, I got both there right now because I don't know what to say. I'll leave it for now.
All
TNA
right.
made a difference.
TNA made a difference. People think the name change made a difference. Okay, if y'all think the name change made a difference,
there's people out there who think Tessa was a good idea too, though. So I mean and that's not you, Craig, but I'm just saying. I'm going to run down a few of these here now for me because there's a lot wrong, and I'll stop when I get one right.
No problem.
Here we go. Bryan Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness at All In. Womp. Jamie Hayter returns and wins back to the AEW Women's Championship at All In. Womp. CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble but loses at WrestleMania 40. That could have happened.
That would have happened.
Womp. Got that wrong. Cody Rhodes will win the Chamber to challenge Roman Reigns and defeat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Wrong. AJ Lee shows up as a surprise entrant in the Rumble. Wrong. Solo Sikoa will win a singles championship unless they present him with that title tonight.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Uafala Championship.
Oh my God.
Let's see here. TNA signs a short deal with Mercedes Moné, but she will later sign with AEW. I was wrong on that. TNA signs to Neil Dashwood and Riddick Moss. Totally wrong. And then I finally get one. Julia signs with WWE. That did end up happening. Going back down to, let's go to Sean now. Let me see how he did here. So I'm looking at it. TNA made a difference. Deanna says both for you. DelayGrad says it's a check. It's the WWE NXT partnership, both of them. I say no only because Scott D'Amore is not in control. Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it just how I have it, Sean. You're getting half credit. Half credit.
Fair enough.
You said Adam Cole will become a major promotion world champion. That injury derailed that.
That would have happened, but that's an X.
You put Chris Jericho will retire.
Yeah, he'll never retire.
You put Cody Rhodes will lose at the Royal Rumble and earn a shot at WrestleMania. You were wrong because he won, but he almost did have to earn it back after he gave it to The Rock.
Yep.
Then he did Takesy Backsies or whatever it was called when we were
Takesy Backsies.
Here comes another slew of Conrad wrong answers. Nick Aldis will return to the ring and feud with Randy Orton. Wrong. Regal returns on television when SmackDown goes to the USA Network. Wrong. Ricky Starks leaves AEW and signs with WWE. Let me say that for this year, though.
Mm-hmm.
Wardlow leaves AEW and signs with WWE. Sheamus will sign with AEW. They ended up getting him back. Ali signs with AEW. Wrong. Dolph Ziggler signs with AEW. Didn't know about his brother. Yes. And then I'll read the one I got right. Sting and Darby will challenge for the tag titles at Revolution. They win and Sting retires as a tag team champion. That was bold. And I got that one right.
Nice. Good job.
He said big X on Jericho and Cole. Yeah.
That's a fact, though. Big X for sure.
Let's see here. So going back to Sean, what did you say here? AEW will bounce back in 2024, profitable in 2025. Not wrong, but if the timelines work.
To be determined.
Yeah. You put Jimmy Uso will not win a singles title. He got the check for that. Will Ospreay will become AEW champion at All In. Plans were derailed.
Yeah.
Where else were we for you? John Cena doesn't become a 17-time champion. Big check. Let's see here. You had Seth Rollins will lose the world title and leave WWE.
Half right.
He did lose the title. Survivor Series 4 versus 4 or 5 versus 5 format returns. We were wrong. Damage Control will cease to exist. No, they still exist to this day.
They still exist. That's true.
No.
Oh my God.
Stick with EO's theme.
Here comes the clown. Who wants down? Hi,
You had MJF will sign to WWE.
No.
I had a feeling Tony made him sign that contract when he got that bread. CM Punk makes it through the year and is still employed in WWE. That was way bolder last year when he said this, folks. Way bolder.
We weren't sure if he'd screw it up again.
And then let's round these out. Going back to me, I said AEW gives Goldberg his retirement match. Wrong. Okada will remain with New Japan. That was a layup, bro. He was like, nah, I'm taking that Tony money. Peace out, y'all. Gunther will be world champion. I got right. And Butch will go back to Pete Dunne. I got that right.
You got it right about that.
My Hall of Fame prediction was wrong, though. I always like to do a Hall of Fame one. I had Bray Wyatt, Lex Luger, and Bam Bam Bigelow going to the Hall of Fame in Philadelphia. Womp womp. I got that wrong. So that ended up giving me, what did I have a total of? 3, 4, 5. I had 6 total correct out of all those predictions.
And how many did I get right?
Sean, hold on. We got to round out the rest of yours. You said The Rock will never wrestle again. He wrestled at WrestleMania.
Wrong.
Dolph Ziggler will sign with AEW, then get released.
Wrong.
If you said New Japan, you'd have been right.
Yep.
AEW Fight Forever will only get 1 game. I gave it to you because it's technically true.
Yeah.
But we'll see. That could change too. Triple H loses singular control of creative. You know what? I'm looking at this. That could be half right.
Yeah, kind of right a little bit.
Because if Rock comes back, he ain't in control no more.
Not at all.
So half credit. And then you put the Bloodline will reunite with Solo Sikoa of the leader, but you said face stable.
Yeah, I was wrong about the face stable. Yeah.
So totaling up Sean. These half credits, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you beat me without, and that's not even including the half credit ones. Sean wins again. Sean, you better have some bold predictions this year, brother. Ray said thoughts on New Day turning heel. We did a pod about it probably a couple episodes back now, maybe like 3 or 4 back. It's weird to me. I love them. I kind of wish E was with them. I hope that this is leading to something with E, but I'm here for the ride.
With E being on the sidelines because he needs to take care of his health.
Yeah. Hubs, you want to put that link in one more time? Chat. Now yeah. I'm opening up. I'm putting 2025 so I can look underneath here. Put your predictions down here, and you can rock with me and Sean on this. Because we've got a bunch here, and we'll go through them. And I guess we'll go bar for bar, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, go ahead, man. You start. You're the 2-time winner, not me, apparently. So after you, go ahead.
In 2025, between January 1st and December 31st of 2025, The Rock will be a world champion, whether it be WWE or World Heavyweight. He will be a world champion at least one more time.
He's a champ now. He's the people's champ.
Oh, that's just stupid.
All right, here's my big one to start off with. I got John Cena wins the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. See, I make mine very, very specific.
I hear you. Some of mine are specific like that.
To break Ric Flair's record for 17-time champion.
Jey Uso will once again be a singles champion in 2025.
Really? This doesn't count for it.
Yep.
No. But where are you leaning toward? You think he wins like the U.S.
I think he will be the World Heavyweight Champion, but I think he will at least win another singles championship, Intercontinental or United States.
Uh-oh. Hold on. We're getting follow-up on some of our things, too. Wow. Matt Lopez agrees with you, number 1.
Yes, sir.
McKinney saying TNA will find a home. Father Time is undefeated, and The Rock is too rich. Who does Cena defeat? At that point in time, I don't know who the champion will be. I'm going to lean into it'll be like Punk or Rollins or someone by that point in time. 2025, Bobby Lashley will be the AEW World Champion, Quills is saying.
Bold prediction. Yeah.
Okay. Check. Cena will have a short reign, and WWE will have another way to promote Netflix. Woo. McKinney says it happens at Survivor Series. Okay. I believe Shelton Benjamin will win the ROH World title. I like it. I also agree on Jay. He'll be a world champ, but Reigns and Rock will not. Okay. He's saying that Jay stands out in the family. Give him.
Listen, nobody want that to be true more than me.
We know. Y'all think that'll be the one episode where I may just have to sit back, log off, and sit in the corner and let Hubs just talk for 20 minutes. Just let him go off. My next one. I got New Japan up next. New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi ends his career wrestling Kazuchika Okada, I believe, at next year's Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay. Trick Willie will be called to the main roster.
Really? Interesting.
Yes,
interesting. I'm adding that Wrestle Kingdom part here too. let's go back and forth here because we got quite a few here. And I also put New Japan's Shota Umino will become New Japan's Death Rider, following in the footsteps of his mentor Jon Moxley.
Roman Reigns will either become the WWE World Champion or the Undisputed Champion again in WWE in 2025.
That's a layup. That's a
not layup at all. There's too many people out there. I'm saying The Rock's going to win it. I'm saying that Cody already has it. I'm saying that Reigns is going to win it back. It's not a layup.
If I hear Cody versus The Rock, might be the last time Cody got that belt.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Right? Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to stay right where we are on this for these. My next one, Bill Goldberg wrestles his final match. And I have his opponent picked out, though.
Okay.
It's not going to be Gunther. It'll be Braun Breaker who ends Bill Goldberg.
Okay.
Because it won't be Carmelo. I know that.
Adam Copeland will be the AEW World Champion in 2025.
Ooh.
See, all of mine are not. Don't play with me. These are not layups. This is real talk.
I'm just interested to see everybody putting like Lashley, Copeland. I heard a lot of people saying like, man, we need a youth movement in AEW right now. And I'm like, okay, interesting. I think you got to mix and mash a little bit on some of these. Let's go back to the people here. Klaus says by the end of 2025, GCW will surpass TNA and become the third promotion in America. Let's see here. In 2025, the Young Bucks will shockingly lose a match that they added a retirement stipulation to. Ooh. AEW will bring back Dark Elevation is supposed to be on YouTube. Quill says 2025, either Julia or Stephanie Vaquer becomes NXT Women's Champion. That's a fact. That might happen as soon as next week.
Exactly.
The Outrunners will win the AEW tag titles. Matt, I like that one. Goldberg will wrestle Gunther title versus career, also making it Gunther's worst match in his career due to Goldbum. Wow, Cray. Lashley for AEW champ. WWE Trios tag titles in 2025, Ray. Hubs, you going to be happy with that? Trios titles added to the mix?
No.
Whoa, Braun Breaker becomes WWE champion. I think you're a year too early, Matt, but I've heard of crazier things. Adam Copeland becomes Trios champions, delayed Grant says, with rated FTR. 2025 will continue its creative futility and incompetence for WWE.
Check that already before the year even changes.
AEW will have a mass exodus, which will include Britt Baker. You know what? I don't think Britt Baker makes it to the end of the year, and I did not write that down, T-Ferg, so you could keep the credit for it, but I don't think she makes it. Will Ospreay will be AEW champion by the end of this year. Yeah, that one, I may have that down here somewhere. Malachi Black goes back to WWE. Interesting. Hubs, let's get back into ours here. I'm reading comments in at the same time. And if you're following on Hub's channel, you can see what we got in there already. I put CM Punk will main event night 1 of WrestleMania against Seth Rollins and lose. I'm sticking with my same thing that happened.
Charlotte Flair will enter the Royal Rumble in 2025 and be victorious.
I have that in here coming up soon. I put Big E returns at the Royal Rumble and he eliminates Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods.
Ooh. Becky Lynch will return sometime between now and SummerSlam.
I thought she was a side, but she's in the Raw commercial. Yeah, just saying, guys. Just saying. I have Tiffany Stratton will cash in and become WWE Women's Champion on SmackDown, the first 3-hour episode. I'll specify it. And Charlotte Flair will return and win the Royal Rumble again to challenge her at WrestleMania.
The Usos will once again become the World Tag Team Champions or WWE Tag Team Champions.
When you say world, I always hear the old WWF, the World Wrestling Federation.
The revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
I have Naomi as the attacker of Jade Cargill.
Oh, that's a layup. That's a layup if there ever was one.
They're accusing a lot of people. What if Jade faked it?
It was Naomi. The New Day will become the World Tag Team Champions or WWE Tag Team Champions.
That's a layup too. Well,
that's not a layup at all.
I think so. They got it. We just talked about how poor tag team wrestling's been, and they got the hottest thing going right now. Here's another layup though. Shout out to Becky Lynch for this one. Lyra Valkyrie will win the women's IC title and be the first champion?
Jacob Fatu will be more prominent in limited action compared to when he came into WWE than Solo Sikoa.
Zilla Fatu will join NXT before the year ends of 2025. You saw who he's got a match against already. Can you dig it, sucker?
Right, here you go. You want to talk about something not being a layup. Cody Rhodes. The audience will turn on him in 2025. They will be booing Cody Rhodes in 2025.
Interesting. I have Jordan Grace joins the main roster and skips NXT. I think that they need people for those mid-card women's division championships, and she's going to just hop right on in there.
Another crazy one that is very specific and certainly not a layup. Sasha Banks, a.k.a. Mercedes Moné, will win the AEW Women's World Championship while holding the TBS Championship. Then the TBS title will be vacated and won by someone else in a tournament.
That's bold, brother. That's bold. Joe Hendry will appear in the Royal Rumble, and then Joe Hendry joins NXT at the end of 2025.
All right, well, we both have layups on this one. Jordan Grace joins WWE or NXT.
Okay. Let's go. I'm going back to the chat here for a second. We'll put a little pause in ours. Cray says AEW Collision will be canceled. Jeez Louise. Jeez. WWE goes away from PG mid-2025, Ray says. Okay. Speedball Mike Bailey will join AEW. I believe you are correct on that. Didn't Collision recently have 600K in the ratings? Why the hate? 2025, Tasha Steelz becomes knockout champion, I hope. Yeah, I would like to see that. Willow Nightingale becomes AEW Women's World Champion.
I like that, but I'm lazy. I like that.
Randy Orton turns heel and ends Cody Rhodes' title run at SummerSlam. Man, you're saying Cody lasts that long? I don't know. The Street Profits will either leave WWE or stay and split up and finally get singles pushes, T. Ferg says. Curveball, Charlotte Flair is Jade Cargill's attacker. See? It ain't that easy. Tegan Knox.
Naomi did it. Stop. Naomi did it.
Tegan Knox will sign with TNA. Jocelyn predicts more releases and scandal over Triple H in 2025.
Ooh. Now that's a prediction right there. That's gangsta. I like that, Jocelyn.
Leon the King TV says, my wrestler of the year is Damian Priest, and my second is Swerve.
Not bad at that. Damian Priest had a good year.
He did. Mike Santana becomes TNA champion at Slammiversary. Look at this. You must have read my mind. I'll go first because I have Mike Santana will win the TNA championship by the end of the year. Back on you.
Okay. Phillip Brooks. You know him as CM Punk.
Please don't make a prediction. Please don't make something bad, please.
Will turn heel.
Okay. You think the favor is used as the heel thing?
Yep.
Okay. Darby Allin will win the world title from Moxley at AEW Revolution, and following that match, Christian Cage will cash in for the championship and win. So within like a week, even I'm saying, like Christian will cash in and take it from him.
Okay. John Cena will not. It's not written down, but I'll go as far as say will never become the 17-time world champion.
Adam Copeland and Christian Cage will reunite before the end of the year, reforming their illustrious tag team.
John Cena will not become 17-time champion, but John Cena will become a Grand Slam champion.
Sean, I'm going to need you to co-sign me on this because I sent you this list before World's End. Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada will happen at AEW All In 2025. I just want people to know I had that.
Agreed. That's fire. I agree with that. The Hall of Fame inductees will include Mickie James and The Rock.
Was that your last one?
No, I got 4 more.
Okay. I got FTR will turn heel before Double or Nothing.
Ooh, I like that. Stone Cold Steve Austin will return to WWE TV in some capacity.
Okay. AEW Double or Nothing leaves Las Vegas this year. There's no way that you could do that show there after WrestleMania is happening there. Coincidentally.
Well, yeah, right.
Shout out to Minnesota.
Will Ospreay will win his first AEW World Championship by the time 2025 comes to its conclusion.
I'm going with this one again. Before the end of the year, Ricky Starks will join WWE.
Swerve Strickland will win the AEW TNT Championship in 2025 to become an AEW Triple Crown winner.
Josh Alexander joins the WWE and debuts at NXT Stand and Deliver, helping his former partner Ethan Page.
And my final prediction, 2025, AEW will debut the Women's World Tag Team titles.
Okay. I have Montez Ford joins AEW. I have Austin Theory joins AEW. Solo Sikoa loses to Roman Reigns and goes rogue until he rejoins the original bloodline. Jacob Fatu will take over the group and add in Hikuleo. And my Hall of Fame prediction. I have the headliner this year being Batista, joined by Psycho Sid, Haku, Mickey James, and Demolition finally get the call to go into the Hall of Fame this year.
I think we put our neck out there a little bit with these predictions.
I had to. Got to make them fun too. I'll be crying next year though when half of these don't happen. And
I'm 2-0. I'm 2-0. It's like I'm trying to remain undefeated.
Let's see here. Matt Lopez says Adam Copeland, Christian Cage reunite by the end of the year and win the tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Edge versus Moxley is going to be crazy, but Copeland versus Hangman would be good. ROH won't make it through 2025.
Ooh, Kenny, nice.
Stop wanting Bianca or Naomi to be Jade Cargill's attacker until I see the concrete evidence of either. I'm not buying it, so stop reaching.
Oh.
Swerve and Hangman will mend fences and unite to take down the Death Riders and Hurt Syndicate.
I like that a lot.
Undisputed Kingdom will hold gold in 2025. I think I can see them as the trios champs. A women's stampede / lumberjack match in AEW 2025. Man, I call it women's, they call it blood and guts. I thought we were going to see that like a year or two ago. BJ says John Cena loses his IC championship. He wins in 2025 to The Miz in a feud about Miz being a multi-time Grand Slam and the greatest IC champion of all time by reigns and dates. Bandito, Commander, and Hologram will also hold the trios titles in AEW. I predict AJ Lee will make a return to WWE in 2025. Mike Feasy, he ain't wrong.
Mike Feasy.
2025, Timeless Tony Storm will return.
Yes, she will.
Scott D'Amore will become head of creative for AEW.
That's a bold prediction. I like that.
Man, I can't see that happen unless Tony has to take over the Jaguars or something. There will be AEW Women's C2, and they will add a world title shot for the C2 winners next year. I like that. That's probably better. Cray says Samantha Irvin will join Ricochet in AEW doing something behind the scenes, and I have another prediction with Samantha and Ricochet, but I don't want to say LOL.
Oh, they're going to break up.
Only time will tell. I'll give WWE a positive. The Rumble will be the highest revenue over Taylor Swift in Indianapolis, even though I won't see it. In 2025, Nick Gage will return to GCW at Hammerstein, Clown says.
I love it. This is great. Like I said, make sure you guys make notes, copy and paste, and refer. It's out there. Nothing's going to change.
Hub, you better add that extra one you added to your list because I'm going to copy that.
Okay.
I need that list. Samoa Joe signs with WWE. I think Triple H wants him back, and Joe feuds with Jey Uso. I don't know, man. If you're Joe, do you go back? They got rid of you, then you went back again, then they did it again. Like, I don't know.
I'm a believer. Once you get rid of me and then I go and do better for myself, then I shouldn't come back with my tail tucked.
You know how me and you are, though. We're different. Like, we're like Swerve more. So, like, nah, don't call me, son.
Like, don't call me at all. Exactly. My name's not Cody Rhodes.
I'm good for now. You need some years to heal them fences.
That's a fact.
Years. I'm just looking at it, man. Tremendous year in pro wrestling, man. Like we talked about match of the year contenders. It's hard to pick, man. Will Ospreay had an amazing year. You had Punk and Drew reestablishing like that Hell in a Cell actually means something. Took them years to do it. You had Swerve and Will had a crushing match. You had MJF and Will Ospreay. You had the C2 matches. So many good things happening. Don't say I don't promote TNA Genesis. Nick Nemeth, Joe Hendry's going down for the World Championship. All is appreciated. That's going to be happening on the 19th in January 2025. Genesis is back. I don't know how much longer they're going to have Jordan Grace. There's a lot of things happening with TNA that you got to question, and there's some head-scratching stuff going on there, too.
Definitely head-scratching stuff.
I don't have the preview for Raw tonight. I know that we're going to get to see who's going to be in the finals for that women's IC tournament. I'm calling Dakota Kai and yeah, you got to go with that. But next week, though, me and Sean are going to be here. Not our usual episode. I'll let Sean. This was Sean's brainchild. So,
all right, guys, make sure you guys mark it down on your calendars. Next Monday night, January 6th, the debut of Monday Night Raw. We will not be going live at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time, 3:05 Pacific. We will not. We will be going live on. We got to make sure that graphic, because that was for a different. Make sure we all know. Yeah, this is a different. Yeah, we all know Monday Night Raw is on Monday, January 6th at 8 p.m. So with that being said, we will not be going live at 6:05 p.m. We'll be going live at 8 p.m. doing a live watch-along. So tune in right here to EPW for Clash of the Podcast with Sean and Conrad, as we will be live 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be watching the debut of Monday Night Raw on Netflix, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, the battle for the Tribal Chief position, the Women's Championship, all that. We'll be doing it live via watch along. So tune in right here at 8 p.m. One night only. We'll be back to 6:05 the week after, but one night only, 6:05 is not going to be the time. It's going to be 8 p.m. next Monday night right here on the EPW channel for Clash of the Podcast. Watch along.
It'll be live, y'all. So get your headphones ready, get your popcorn. Me and Sean will be disappearing, probably trying to get some food going on here.
Yep, I'll be on for a minute, then Conrad will be on, then we'll be on together.
Derek might even show up here.
There you go.
So we'll have some fun with it, man. With that being said, man, I'm looking forward to next week. Onward and upward for 2025 for Clash of the Podcast. Word has been sent out to D'Lo Brown via Twitter. So we'll see if D'Lo wants to come through, man. We'll try to get him on here and do an interview with him. Other than that, man, I don't have a lot to say, man. It's been a great year in pro wrestling. Take that EPW award survey. Fill in who you guys think was the best of. We'll have the results. We'll do a show for that later. So make sure you guys tune in if you want to know who won. Hubs, man, it's been a pleasure working with you in 2024. What year is this? You said calendar year 3. We started in 2022 doing this, and we're going into 2025, man.
Right.
So
this is the 4th calendar year we're going into. So, Conrad, words cannot express my appreciation to you, my brother. I appreciate you as a friend and as a colleague. Chat, you've done nothing but grow and enhance the show every step of the way. We're going into year 4, guys. Year 4 and calendar year 5. So this is a big deal for us. Really excited about it. So I'm just going to leave it at that, man. Just say God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. And for the final time in 2024, as we go into 2025, we'll see you next week at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the Monday Night Raw watch along. God bless. Be encouraged. Happy New Year. And evil never prevails. We'll see you in 2025, y'all.